Hello my crafty friends, how is everyone doing today? Welcome to my channel. This is Sheree and my channel is Turquoise Dreaming. I'm here working on this journal today, which the other day, or it may have been yesterday, if my videos are in order, I think they're in. We worked on or finished up the cover, and I said I was going to work on the pages, so I have done that, and I've got the pages and I've got two signatures sewn in. And I think they came out really cute. I don't ever, you know how it is. I don't, I guess most people that make junk journals or journals don't really plan. I mean, maybe some people, I guess some people do plan because they get specific things for a theme. So that's kind of planned. But with the eclectic theme like I do, I don't really plan. I just kind of, think as I go and kind of, real flexible and kind of just look around my craft room and think about what, something different or look for something different or kind of decide what I want as the signatures are developing. And this is kind of a back to school theme type journal. So I kind of kept that in mind. So the person, I think I mentioned that somebody said that they wanted this one. This is the things to make and do vintage little kind of, crafty kids book that I'm turning into a journal. And so this person wanted there were tons of pages in here. So of course I couldn't fit them all into back into the journal, but she said she wanted the seasons. So I was like, oh, cool. I would have never thought of just putting the seasons. So I'm glad she told me that because that gave me, I did pick out all of the seasons and put them in here. And I had, some divided them between the signatures. So those are in here. But besides that, I have some scrapbook paper. Like here's this season, Valentine's season. And I added some things like, school-related paper. I thought of, which is standard pretty much in most of my journals, like graph paper and ledger. And of course I like, which is also pretty much standard, is scrapbook paper. So I added some scrapbook paper, but let me show you what I did with the scrapbook paper. So this particular cover is, let me tell you how wide it is. It is 6 3/4 inches wide. So like little golden books, I think are like 6 inches wide, if I remember correctly, maybe even a little thinner. So you can pretty much fold a 12 by 12 in half and it's like perfect. You just have to cut off the top or the bottom or make pockets or something with the extra length. But pretty much if you fold them in half, they're perfect for like a little golden book size journal. But this was a little wider. So the pages, of course, were perfect from this book. Of course, they were the perfect size, but then I had to, the scrapbook paper wasn't the perfect, it was a little, it was lengthwise, I cut a little bit off, but widthwise, I had to add to it to cover, because this was, this is a page from the book, and you can see if I just left, this yellow part is just a 12 by 12 paper folded in half, and it would have been a good inch short of the width, which, is fine, but I like to have my first page in what I call a signature cover, pretty much covering the first, around the signature and covering the first page. So I added a little strip here, which I think turned out really super cute. I mean, I'm so glad I actually kind of had to do that. In my mind, I had to do that. So if you saw where we finished the cover, this is a red scrapbook paper cardstock that I put here, and it has a pattern on it, but it was a generic pattern, so I figured, I'd be able to add a pocket there. And you can see kind of the main colors that kind of jump out at you are, well, the blue and the yellow and the red. So I had gotten out, I was looking through my scrapbook paper 12 by 12s, and I found a 12 by 12 pad that had, besides patterns, it had some of these. This is kind of almost a linen look. It's not like solid. It is solid, but it's a linen look, so it looks like it has a texture. So I found some solids like this in that, paper pad with the patterns. So so cool. And then I found a red one in there. So I sewed a piece on here, and it looked so good with the yellow and red. I just love how it turned out. So I know it was a long explanation. I know I'm kind of excited about it though. And then this was the other piece I found in that same paper pad, a blue one. And this one, this branding strip, this is the branding strip on this one. It's solid green. This one had one on it too, but when I pulled it out of the paper pad, it's perforated. But this one started coming off, so I couldn't leave this one on, or I would have left it on. This one feels like it was solidly on there. It wasn't starting to come off or anything, and it felt solid, so I left it on there because I like that blue and with the green, you know, kind of like I was saying, primary colors, even though this is kind of a hunter green, you know, or forest green. It's not the Kelly green or whatever. And then I also put a red strip here. So I really like how those turned out, and they are nice solid color, so the person getting this journal can do what she wants here. I'm not going to put anything on here. I'm going to let her do whatever she wants there. I'm sure she's a very she sounds like a very creative person, so I think she'll enjoy doing something with those. So I'm going to leave it like that. And so today I wanted to put in a belly band, which I have a stack here, and I did a video where I might have worked on some after the video or before or after the video, but I have these belly bands that I prepared in advance. This one's a little long, so I probably won't put that one in. I could cut it, but I'm going to not use that one today. So I could use this one. I could put it this way. Well, it's too long that way, so I can't put it that way. But there is no rule that the belly band has to go all the way to the top or all the way to the bottom. So I could use one of these. I have two of them. These were just made with scraps. This white cardstock is actually scrap, and all of these pieces, I think, if I remember right, were scraps. And I think, oh yeah, they were strips, and I made, I'm trying to remember the video now, but we glued the strips down together, and then we cut them into strips like this. That's why they match up so well into belly bands, and then I sewed around it too. So I'm thinking I'm going to use one of these because the colors are right. These are some more that I made, but these colors aren't right for this. I mean, I could use one, but I'm not, since I have the other one already ready, I'm not going to use these because this matches the best. But there's some others just to show you what I have ready to go. So let's find a page for this, and we'll. I like things like this that I've sewn on, because actually when you glue it down, you can glue it down. You can sew it down, but if you glue it down, it also almost, you know, it looks like it was sewn down when it wasn't. It was just glued down. You already sewed it beforehand, right? So that's kind of an interesting thing. So in this first signature, I did put this scrapbook paper also, and I like, you know, doing I like doing Franken pages or just kind of extra things to, you know, flip out some things. So I did add on to this. It was white on the back. It's still white on the back, but I added a piece of scrapbook paper here, like the solid from the red. I put here on the edge, a piece of that. I put here. Let me make sure this gets kind of wide when you open it up, but see, I have it folded over here. This was the branding strip on this red piece. It was this pink piece here, which I left on, and just made a little hinge and glued it down. And so this is a large flip out here, and I just folded it in like that. So the person can use this whole space here if she wants, or she could even cut it off here or anywhere if she wanted to, and use this for something else. But she could actually cut it off here and make a tuck spot if she wanted. Just whatever she wants to do, you know. And then on the other side of this scrapbook paper, there it is again. See, on the other back side of this, or the back half of this first signature, I have these vintage Daytimer envelopes. Are from an old Daytimer, I believe. And so it's a big pocket here that I put on that white page. So in the back, I didn't use as much scrapbook paper in the back. So what I did back here, so I got that pocket for the front, that big pocket. We'll put something in there, like something large, a large journaling card or whatever. And so in the back, I put for pockets, this right here is a brown envelope that I had, and you can see how this is plain. And I could put the belly band there. I don't know. I'm going to look for another spot. And then here's the other back half of that envelope. See, nice big pockets to put things in. But on the pocket, this side, see, this side's plain or blank, and this side I put a Dick and Jane page. So in the colors, you know, I made sure I picked out some with colors that really went along with the colors in here. And in the back half of that envelope, the Dick and Jane page is here. And then I did want to put a dictionary page in here as far as an old dictionary page because I have so many of them. And I thought, you know, that went along with the school theme. I put an old, I glued it down onto, this is some cardstock, package of kind of neutral craft color. There's some, this is like a gray, different shades of craft and grays and things like that were in that package. And I glued the, it came out really nice because it was too old and, you know, almost brittle. Maybe it was brittle, but I felt like it's way too weak of a paper to put in by itself. So that's, I put it down here on the cardstock, and it came out really nice. There's the other side, or the back half of that. So yeah, it was really a lot of fun putting these papers together. I think that's all I needed, you know. I'm going to show you because I'm not really doing a flip through or anything. So let's see. We have a white spot there where we could put a belly band, or I'm thinking maybe put it here because we have this pocket back here on the inside of the cover. Then we have those two pockets in the signature, you know, big pockets. We put where lots of things can be stored. You know, look how much room is in there. And then if there's no pocket like right in this area, like if I put the belly band here, and the next pocket goes to that one I showed you at the moment there, and then the next pocket is way up here in the front. So I might try to put, I think I might put this here, and then maybe a pocket here, or not a pocket, but a tuck spot, just a little tuck spot or something, if I find something that I want to tuck. If I don't, I mean, I could find something. I have scraps, so we'll see. Well, let's do this first. Let me not get ahead of myself. And I need to get one thing. Yeah, I had to get my glue real quick. I had put it in my bag for work that I take to work, my tote bag, because I did a little crafting at work this week, which I'll show you what I crafted in another video. But let's just get this glued down. I like to put, since there's stitching here, I'm putting plenty of glue right over that stitching. I might have put a little bit too much up here. So there we go. Yeah, this is going to be cute right here. And the colors look good. And you've got the ABCs even right there. So that's a nice, I really like belly bands a lot. That's a good spot to just stick in a few things if you want. Usually you can fit 2 or 3 things in behind, you know, and this one's a pretty good size, so you can fit something pretty tall here, you know. And she could always put something over it too. Little flip down. You could make a hinge up here and have a flip up. You know, just, you know, there's so many things you can do in a journal. And you can even put something on here. Focal point. You know, little piece of ephemera. Whatever. I'm going to include, when this goes off to its new home, I'm going to include some more of the pages from this book. And I'm going to try to remember, so it's not 100% guaranteed, it depends on my memory, which is usually pretty good, but, you know, I am human. I'm going to try to remember to put some Dick and Jane, extra Dick and Jane pages in here. So, all right. So, I just am trying to get that to where it's holding. Okay. Now, let's put the lid on there. Oh, I got it for my drink of the day. Let's see if this little receipt comes off here because it's really messing up the picture here. But I got myself a iced coffee mocha at dark chocolate, mocha dark chocolate at Sheets. That's if you don't have Sheets in where you are. It's like, well, I've had, you know, iced coffee from McDonald's before, and I like that one. But we discovered on the way to Florida, in our last couple of weeks, we had made 2 trips to Florida, and we discovered Wawa. Was it Wawa? Yeah, Wawa has iced coffee, and it's already made. It's already got the sweetener and the cream. You know, it's all already made for you. And you just pick out which one you want, ice, put the coffee in there, you're good to go. So, so I had to get one. Now, we don't have Wawa here where I am. There may be one in North Carolina, I don't know, but not in my area that I know of, it's not in my travel, my pattern of travel that I usually drive around in. So, anyway, Sheetz is like, kind of like Wawa. It's a gas station, a big, good-sized gas station. Sometimes they have a car wash and a nice little store, and, you know, you can order food made to order, or they have some ready to go. They have specialty drinks, like specialty coffees and soda and all that good stuff. So it's kind of like Wawa. It might even be a little bigger than Wawa. They don't have electric car chargers yet, though. That's how we discovered Wawa, as my sons had to charge their cars on our trip a couple weeks ago. And they stopped at a Wawa, and my husband and I went inside and discovered the iced coffee. So since it's nice and hot outside, I thought it was a good time for me to get an iced coffee today on my way home from work. I got off early. Okay, belly band. Now, I kind of want to look at my scraps and see if we can make a little tuck spot. It could be an up tuck. It could be a tuck down here. It could even be a tuck on the side. Not sure. Let's see what I have here. And I also got out my clusters. I like to add a couple of clusters. So I'll show you that in a second. So I have, here's, most of these scraps are going to go along with the journal too when it goes to its new home. So I've got these 2 double-sided pretty scraps. I've got these. This is from the game. In the middle of this first signature is a game board right here. This is from a collection kit from Echo Park called Game Night, in case you've never seen it. This is really cool, I think. So that's in there in the middle, and that's a scrap from that, the bottom part of it there. And the other side is Coke bottles or soda bottles. Okay, and this one, this is white on the back. I kind of would like something bigger. Okay, and we've got white here. So if it were an up tuck, I could cut this off. I kind of want to do an up tuck. I have this kind of urge to do an up tuck. That's why I keep saying it, I think. I could cut this like right there and make an up tuck. I haven't done one in a while. I usually kind of gravitate toward the down tuck instead of up tuck. And the one where we could just do a flip up to up tuck too. But this has got a pattern inside. Let me see. This one is white on the back side. We could do it with that. And we've got, so I've got this piece of scrapbook paper. I've got this. Let's see. I think, oh, here's a couple more scraps that I can include along with the journal though. These right here, all these nice little pieces, these are white on the back. So they're very, you know, I think they're very useful, and so those will all go along with it. I still want to do an up tuck, even though I don't want to do a flip up, because flip up, I like to have white on in the inside, so you can flip it up and you have space to do something in the inside. So let's get my paper cutter real quick. So I hope you're crafting along with me. Yeah, so I was saying I got off early today. We've been, our office, let me see where I want to cut this. I think I can cut it with my paper cutter. I want to cut it like right there. as big as I can to fit up in that corner. Yeah, my office closes during the summer from Memorial Day to Labor Day. We get off early on Fridays. They call it our summer hours. So we get off early on Fridays, half a day. So I've been getting off early on Fridays. This is my 3rd year working there, so it's my 3rd summer of early Fridays. There we go. That looks nice. And I think that's a fun thing. And that can be also decorated with a focal point. It's got rainbows on it, but it's kind of also generic, like it's all over a pattern, so, you know, it doesn't get in your way to putting something else on there. So I think that's fun. So we're just going to put a little glue there and there. And I think I'm going to use my other new glue because this one's really flowing. Well, I don't have it upside down right now, but it's really flowing when it does come out because it's, I don't know, almost empty and I almost get too much glue. So I'm going to use this one. Oh, well, this one's going to do it too. Oh, my glue is really flowing today. I wonder if it's because I had it. No, I didn't have it in my car today. I was going to say, I wonder if it's because I had it in my car and it was so hot on my way home. Nope, I didn't have it in my car today, so I can't say that's an excuse of why it's flowing so well. It's just flowing well. But anyway, my early Fridays are about to end. I've got this one. This video will probably post it on Wednesday. But I've got this one where I'm making this video, and I've got one more next week. I think it's the last one. Is that the last Friday? Next week? I don't know. Anyway, however many more Fridays are in August, that's how many early Fridays I've had. I really enjoy them. I was like, I wish I could ask my boss, like, can you just make that one of my benefits just for me? And let me have off early every Friday so I can go home and work on my journals and craft. One day I might ask him that, but I don't think he's quite ready for me to do that. He'll be like, well, I need you in the office. What will we do without you? No. He'd probably be like, yeah, no problem. We don't need you here. I should ask him. Okay, there we go. I think that's neat. I like that. Okay, so we have, for what I'm going to do, I think we have plenty of tuck spots and pockets. I kind of like to leave room for the person that gets the journal to add pockets and tuck spots too if they want to, like without me adding so many that there's nothing left for them to do. You know, they can look through here like, oh, I want a tuck spot here, you know, and they can do it, you know, not like I've taken up all the room. So I'm going to leave it at that. Okay, so now let's look at the clusters. Cluster bin here. So this is full of clusters that I've made previously and probably mostly on videos. And so I want to look through here and look for something that would be the right colors and look, you know, we can put maybe one in the first signature and one in the second signature, maybe. Like this one, no, that's not the right colors though. This one's cute, but with the tickets, but it's kind of not the right colors. This one's okay. It's a great colors, but I'm not feeling it for this journal. This one, this guy's grilling out, so not exactly right for this journal. This one could work. It's got the red, yellow, green. I'm going to put this one over here. Oh, I like this one too. It's got a little miniature Monopoly card here. The what do you call it? Kentucky Avenue. And then, so those are big ones. I don't necessarily have to go with those. Let's see here. What is this one? See, I've got some tiny ones in here too. There's a butterfly. Oh, here's a cute one. Oh, I like this one. This has got the colors blue, yellow, red. I definitely want that one. It's hard to decide, isn't it? This one's cute with a number on there. I'm feeling that one that I just showed you. Let me see. There's some more. Oh, what's this one? It's got pink and purple on there, which is okay. They don't have to be big. This one has a cat. All right, I don't want to go too deep here. Pull them all out. Oh, here's another one. It's too much like the other one, but I like it so much. I'm going to pull it out. I just want to look real quick in. Let's see, this had only 2 left in there, and there's quite a few in here that I might want to use. This is a little packaging piece that I had, I guess, when I was making these, and I just stuck them, the little ones in here so they wouldn't get lost among the big ones that I have in here, so I could just pull them out like this and see some smaller ones. Oh, these are like little stamp pieces too. I could add a button. Like those have buttons. These are buttons. These little flowers are actually buttons here, wooden buttons. Both of these. So let's see. That's a cute one that has a little Dalmatian on it from 101 Dalmatians. This one's cute. These are little like faux postage stamps I made with fabric, and like that's a little applique on there. This one too with the red and blue. Yeah, I'm feeling those too. I don't know why. Something's telling me to use those too. Probably maybe the person that's getting this is like, I want those too. I want those too. Okay, I hear you. So I'm going to go with these two. They're all ready to go. I just have to glue them down. One in each signature. So let's find a spot for those. I don't want to put anything here. And see how cute that looks. See, she could decorate. See what I'm talking about with the rainbows and the blue background? This would look cute. Something like that on there. I'm not going to put it there, though. I want her to be able to decorate that. I could put it here, though, on this plain white page. It needs a little color, right? Yes, it does, I think. Here I can use my glue I'm using up. I turned it upside down again, so it should be ready to go. And we'll just put a little glue right here on this main part and glue that main part down, like right here. There we go. That is super pretty. Love it. Add a little color to that white page. I like how it goes on over the stitching too. That kind of brings those two pieces together even more. Okay, so that's our first signature cluster. Let's go to the second signature. And we put the belly band here. Let's see. We didn't put anything back here, did we? Ah, here we go. Perfect spot. Let me get this glue that's trying to go all over the place. It's kind of streaming out there. I left it on its side and it just started streaming out. So I'll put that on here. Whew, I feel like I've been running a race. Just talking my head off, right? No, I just get so excited when I get to craft. Okay. Let's see how we want this one. Get tucked up into that corner there. There we go. Now let's get the lid on here before it goes everywhere. And I got a little tissue here that I've been wiping up glue with. So let me get this off my desk real quick. Yeah, there we go. I got it. Got it. Now I can throw that away. Okay. Okay, so we did the clusters. Next, I have this little packet of goodies that I've been working with on these back to school. I put some of these in the last journal that went to its new home already. Whoops. So let's put a few of these in here, all these little back to school things. And let's go ahead and pick something out for the front and backpack. And I have these smaller pieces, and then I have like the 3x4 pieces. Here's another smaller one. And these are cut apart. So here's some smaller pieces again. Okay. All right. So it's all, I love all of these, so it's kind of hard for me to go through here and pick out one, so I'm just going to like grab one. I closed my eyes and I picked this one out. School days. Perfect. Perfect. There she is. And then we're going to pick out one for the back. Okay, again, I'm shuffling. And I'm going to pick one. Okay, I almost saw that first one there. If it's the same as the first one, I'm going to choose a new one, but I'm going to pick one out of the middle. Oh, there we go. Believe and achieve. Okay, so we've got 2 cut apart so far. Now, in the last one too, I put a few little pieces. I think I put another big piece in there, but it wasn't one of the cut aparts. I think it was something else. I have a bunch of other little things here too. So let's pick a few of these out without getting choosy here. It's a good time to read. That's cute. And first day of school. Those 2 little pieces are going to go in there. See, and she can use these. You can use these to decorate. See how cute that is. Now there's 2 little pieces in there, smaller pieces. And then we'll put 2 small pieces. These are so fun to decorate. Here is a like learning how to write cursive little card. Let's go ahead and put that in there. Look how cute that would look. Love it. And then these I'm going to, let's see. We picked a little piece. Let's pick out one of these. We put a little piece in one of these bigger pieces in the back. So let's do the same thing here. So I think there's 3. Oh, I'm not looking at this. I think okay, I'll stick with these. I don't know what this one is. I didn't see it. It was in between, but I can feel it. Okay, I'm gonna drop them and then just touch one because by feeling I might know which one they are, the size. So hopefully I'm gonna put my finger on one. Okay. Crazy way to pick out stuff, right? But I love them all, so it's hard for me to narrow it down sometimes. That is super cute though. This one is a little 7-day use, return to desk from which borrowed education library. And it actually even has stamps on there like library, the date, from the library. That is cute. It's a little mini library card. Oh, speaking of library cards, I will put a library card in here. Okay, so we did that. Now here's some other pieces that I picked out from things I've been making lately. And I want to find, I need to clean up my craft room a little bit, but I want to find some other things. And I might actually also put trim on a couple of these pages. I would like to. I just have to get my trims out and see what I think it looks like. Let me take a drink. That's nice and cold. And let me pop on my fan here. It was cold last night, so I turned it off. My ceiling fan. And I get cold really easy. I'm one of those people that it's always cold. So I turned off my fan last night. And I turned off the air conditioner too. I was that cold. Just with the air conditioner on, even though it's like burning death hot outside, right? Okay, let's go to our tuck spots are pretty big, but that's where I'm going to stash some things. So here's some of my Easter egg paper I put in here. Oh, here's another dictionary page I put in here from a children's dictionary. Just FYI, I didn't show you that. Here's the other side of that. Okay, so this pocket is this way, so I need something. I'm not going to put anything down in there that's going to be hard to read. Just going to have a little tab here, and you'll be able to get it out. So that will have to be taken care of later. I don't have anything for that one right here, right now. But we can put a few things in the belly band. So let's see what I have here. I picked out all these things for this journal. So best day ever. That fits perfectly right there. Let's see. We'll put this one in there too. This little game. Dot's brain teaser from the back of the Dot's candy box this is backed with white cardstock, so it can be written on the back. It can be made into a tuck spot or whatever. So that's behind there, and let's put this behind there too. 3 things. I just thought this looked like almost like a flashcard, or it could be a tag. So somebody could put, or she could put a little ribbon over, punch that hole and put a little ribbon there. Or leave it like this. It's got white cardstock on the back that joins it all together. These are two pieces. This is from a children's book, Raggedy Ann book page. And this is from like some flashcards that these flashcards right here actually, that I got, and these pieces were connected somehow. And I cut off the end and, you know, cut the little pieces apart and made little cards and rounded the corners, and then kept these for a little kind of like tabs or whatever. So anyway, I think they turned out super cute. So we'll put that behind the belly band too. I think this is dry. Yeah, this is nice and solid, dry now, from what I can tell. Okay, so these pieces, let's see, our next pocket is the big one here. Let's go ahead and put these little cards. These are little cards, like educational things, and these are backed with white cardstock. So those are going to go in there. And then I've got 3 tags that I made recently. The McDonald's paper bag tag, one of my Dots candy box tags, and a Cracker Jack box tag. And these are all backed with white cardstock for journaling or whatever. Of course, they can always be made into a tuck spot or a pocket. So that last, let's see. Oh yeah, we got this big. Oh, we got 2 big ones here. So let's put all of these in here. And so this pocket will be full. And then this is the back pocket. Okay. And let me grab one more thing, if I can, quickly here to show you. It's right here. Although, like I said, I have to... Oh, I'm going to grab 2 things. Hopefully you can hear me. I'm right next to my table. But 2 things that I think you'll like. So, that you've seen before, but maybe not if you're new or didn't see that particular video. But I've got one of my ephemera boxes here. And these little booklets. So, I'm going to put one of these. I got only 3 left. So I'm just going to pick the top one and put it in here, and we'll put it in the big front envelope, I think. Yeah, it's still not big enough for that other envelope in the first signature, so we'll put it in this. Oh, we put those 2 little cards in there, so that'll fit in there. And then the library card that I said we put in here. I think I put a yellow one in the last book, so let's put a different color in here. Let's put a green one in here. Oh, I think this green actually matches the cover almost. Pretty close, a little bit lighter, but we'll put this in here along with all of these goodies. And these I ordered from Amazon. Oh yeah, that reminds me, I meant to look to see if they were linked. I think they are, but I went to look at what I said I was going to link, and I forgot. I looked at my Amazon affiliates list in my description box, and I was like, what did I say I was going to link? So now that reminded me, I got to go back and look. Okay, so that's it for today. I'm going to add some more things, and like I said, I'm going to take a look at my trims. I want to see if I want to add some trim. I have a closure in mind, trims, and then I'll be paper clipping a bunch of things and filling the pockets, and then I'll be back with a flip through. So I hope you're enjoying this one. I've been having lots of ideas running through my head, so stay tuned for my next videos. I'm sure it'll be fun for both of us. So I will see you in my next video. Have a great day.